Hello Spartans, and welcome to the beginning of the 2021-2022 school year at St. Charles High School. My name is Mr. Conley and I am your principal, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all back for in-person learning this year. I know that this may be a little bit daunting or scary or producing some anxiety for you about returning back to school after such a long separation and what the school day and school year will look like for you. So I wanted to take a few minutes to give you an overview of some of the procedures that we have in place and to give you an orientation to what the first few days of school will entail. Charles County Public Schools has created standard operating procedures for all of our school facilities, and St. Charles will follow those procedures very, very closely. Those procedures are posted on our school website along with our student handbook, and I encourage families to take some time prior to the start of school to log in and review those documents together and discuss them so that students are prepared for what awaits them on the first day. Some of the procedures that we have in place include daily pre-screening. There's a pre-screening document posted right on our school homepage, and students and staff are required to pre-screen prior to coming to school in the morning. If any one of the symptoms that's listed on the document is present in the pre-screening, that individual should not come to school for that day. In addition, as you can see, all staff, students, and visitors are required to wear masks inside our facilities and also on board our school buses. Those masks must be made of cloth and must cover the mouth and the nose at all times. Masks can be removed when eating or drinking and then should be replaced as soon as that activity has concluded. We are working to ensure that we can include the maximum distance possible between student desks inside our classrooms, and we have procedures in place for the cafeteria to spread students out through multiple serving lines and to have limited spaces available at each cafeteria table to increase distance between students while eating. All students will be required to sign in at their assigned table in the cafeteria so that contact tracing can occur. And some meals will need to be served in the auditorium space as an overflow to our cafeteria so that we can maintain appropriate distancing for all students during lunch. More details and a thorough review of the procedures for the cafeteria will occur on the first day of school. Our nurse has procedures in place to meet with students or staff who become sick at school, to conduct pre-screening for any symptoms, and if necessary, to conduct COVID testing with parent approval. We have isolation spaces set up in our school so that students who are ill and need to wait for someone to pick them up can do so in a safe and secure location. We will have our water fountains operable this year, but just like last year, we're encouraging that students not drink directly from the fountain and instead bring a water bottle that can be refilled as needed throughout the day. We're excited to host a number of orientation events during the week of August 23rd. We look forward to meeting our 10th grade students as well as any 11th and 12th graders who enrolled at St. Charles High School following the beginning of the pandemic to their orientation on Wednesday, August 25th at 6:30 p.m. in the gym. Our 9th grade students will be welcomed at orientation on Thursday, August 26th at 6:30, also in the school gym. When you arrive to the campus for your orientation event, please park in the large parking lot located to the right side of the school as you're facing the building. That is the parking lot closest to our gymnasium. You'll be able to enter through the open gym doors, and the gym will have both bleacher seating as well as floor seating available so that families can spread out to increase distance during the event. As this event is being held inside our school building, again, I want to remind all families that any person attending the orientation will be required to wear a mask in compliance with our masking procedures. Prior to the first day of school, I encourage all students to log into their Student View account and review the student information screen. The most important piece of information that you will need to be successful early on your first day of school is to know what grade level you are assigned to for the current school year. When you arrive at school on August 30th, There will be posters hanging in all of our locker spaces and all of our entrance areas with the alphabetical listing of each homeroom location for each grade level. Simply find your grade level, find your last name in the alphabetical grouping, and report to the assigned classroom for homeroom. Once in homeroom, teachers will provide you an orientation to the school and some important documents that need to be signed and returned by your parents, as well as copies of your school schedule. Student schedules and locker information are not currently available on Student View because we're still working to finalize those items. We will turn that information on and make it visible on Friday, August the 27th, so that students can review that information over the weekend prior to coming to school on August 30th. Students who are bus riders are encouraged to visit the CCPS website and click the school locator link. From there, you should enter your home address to find information such as your assigned bus number, your bus stop location, and your bus pickup time each morning. Please make sure that you're at your bus stop 5 minutes before your scheduled pickup time. Those students who are car riders should be dropped off in the front of the school near the main office next to the flagpoles, and walkers should enter from that same entrance. Student drivers in 11th and 12th grade who plan to drive themselves to school are welcome to park in the student parking lot during the first 2 weeks of school without a registration permit. Please visit the school website under the Student tab and download a parking application if you plan to drive to school this year. Beginning the third week of school, only students who have submitted their parking application, paid their registration fee, and received a parking permit will be allowed to park on campus. I'd like to remind parents that we are limiting visitor access to our buildings throughout the school day. Parents are welcome to schedule appointments to come to the school as needed, and of course, if you need to pick up a child from school for an appointment, we encourage you to visit the main office and follow the direction of our secretaries who will assist you with that process. In order to reduce the numbers of people gathering and waiting in the office area at any given time, secretaries may request that you wait inside the vestibule for your child to come down from class and complete his or her sign out in the main office. We regret that we cannot accept deliveries of food during the school day. We encourage parents to encourage their children to make sure that all required school supplies and other materials, including lunches, are brought to school at the beginning of the day. We cannot accept deliveries from food services such as DoorDash or Food Scooter. If those are sent to the school, they will be turned away. Breakfast and lunch are being provided to all students free of charge this year. Lunches will be hot meals served in the cafeteria, so if your child does forget his or her lunch, one will be available for him during the day. Our goal is to create an atmosphere and an environment that promotes the safety and health of all of our students and all of our staff so that learning can successfully occur. We're very proud to be able to provide each student enrolled at our school with a laptop device for use during the school year. Students who were enrolled at St. Charles last year, who already have a laptop in their possession, should continue to bring that device to school every day. Along with the laptop, please make sure that you're bringing headphones and a charging cable. Students who were not enrolled at St. Charles last year or who chose not to take one of our laptops last year will receive a laptop sometime during the first week of school. Again, please make sure that you're bringing that computer to school every day along with a charger and headphones so that they can be used to support teaching and learning in the classroom. The state of Maryland requires that students complete a number of assessments prior to high school graduation. During the 2021 school year, those assessments were postponed because of virtual learning. Students who took certain courses during the 2020-2021 school year that required assessments that were postponed will be required to take those assessments at the beginning of the current school year. Those courses include English, Math, and Science in 8th grade, as well as Algebra 1, Algebra 2, English 2, and Biology at the high school level. If students were enrolled in those courses during the previous school year, those exams will be administered shortly after the start of school this year. Students who are currently enrolled in those courses will take those exams at the end of the current school year. More information will be sent out in our weekly newsletters about testing and other school activities as those dates approach. To close, I would just like to acknowledge that readjusting to a return to in-person learning and to new school routines may be a little bit challenging, but I'm confident that our Spartan community is up to that challenge. I know that working together, we can create the safe and healthy environment that will promote effective teaching and learning for our staff and our students. In order to do that, we need your help. Remember to mask up when you're at school, maintain distancing when possible, wash your hands and use hand sanitizer often, and to complete the daily pre-screening and to stay home if you have any COVID symptoms so that we can ensure that St. Charles High School is the safest place possible for teaching and learning to occur. I look forward to meeting many of you at orientation and to welcoming all of you back to our school on Monday, August 30th.